Today I fucked up by forgetting to mute my mic during a big meeting. Too long did not read. At the bottom. As obligated. This happened on Monday. I know, since COVID started and WFH has become more and more acceptable, that there have been a lot of posts from people in similar situations. I always considered myself to be more aware than all of these people. It's always been a hypothetical scenario to me. Oh, I'm smarter than that. I would never forget to mute myself. Little did I know. Some background. I have been with my job for a little over 2 years. I did my training and onboarding virtually through Zoom. I worked for a year and a half virtually before they decided to have us come into the office twice a week. This changed things a little bit because the people that I met over the last year and a half over Zoom became real, as in I will actually have to see and interact with these people. Surprisingly enough, through all of my antisocial downfalls, I was thriving by the time we had gotten into the swing of things. I recently got a promotion to a higher level job, which entails a daily meeting with another one of our teams and anywhere from 2-4 managers depending on the workload for the day. During one of my WFH days, my sexy-ass girlfriend wakes up and decides to walk out of the room nude. Now my camera is off, so I didn't think much of it. But as she walks out, the person running the meeting calls on me to ask if I had any questions regarding the topic we just covered. I unmute myself to let everyone know that I'm good and I didn't have any questions. Here's the foo. I swore I re-muted myself after I said I had no questions. My horny brain looked right away from the computer screen to look back at my beautiful nude girlfriend who was now crawling around on all fours, trying to get me aroused, doing a great job at it. I look at her and I stand up and shout at the same top of my lungs. Damn baby, you are looking sexy crawlin' around like that, all naked and juicy. I look back at the computer screen to look at the meeting and the senior representative on camera at the time just looked extremely shocked. Hand over mouth and eyebrows raised. I hover over the mute icon, but this time instead of saying, unmute, as I hover over, it says, mute. So I start panicking, thinking of what to do. In the heat of the moment, I just muted myself and immediately left the meeting. Since then, nobody has mentioned the incident to me, and I've been participating in these meetings daily. I kind of just hit the bullet and hoped nobody called me out. So I know I'm a laughingstock in at least 1 or 2 other group chats there at the office, but I'm rolling with the punches and staying in the game. If anybody ever calls me out, I will happily update y'all. Too long did not read. I forgot to mute myself in a big meeting when I aggressively catcall my girlfriend, basically shouting. I've been in the same meeting every day since. I can't remember if it was Zoom or Teams, I think Zoom. But I discovered there was a setting that was defaulted on that unmutes you if there's sound happening, basically to prevent accidental muting. Fucked up shit. I wouldn't worry about it. Just saw someone this morning who was having sex with his girl on a Zoom meeting and he did hit the mute, but he forgot the camera. Could have been worse. You could have started sexing. Hey, at least your teams know you have a good sex life and a hot GF. Own it. Gotta set it up where the mic only works during a button press. Once you let it go, it turns back off. No accidents. If you are using Zoom, there is a setting that will allow you to press and hold the spacebar to temporarily unmute yourself. Once you let go of the spacebar, you go back on mute. Super helpful for those quick, all good type of comments.